Hello, and welcome back to another episode of our Ultimate Decades Challenge. We have entered into the year 1415, and this is part B. And we are here with our Barnett family. We are just here with Theo. It is currently almost 5 o'clock in the morning, and he has just gotten up in the morning here and is just about to make a little bit of breakfast for the family. And we are just checking in. It looks like he is currently grieving. It says it's hard to get out of bed. Some days it just doesn't feel worth getting out of bed. So he's really struggling right now. I'm not really sure why he's grieving. I do know that, they are down to 3 kids, so maybe he's grieving because of maybe losing a child. I'm not really sure exactly what all is going on with the Barnett family right now, but he is working on a little bit of breakfast for the family. We are going to go ahead and get some breakfast going for them, and then I'm going to have him obviously get ready to do some chores around the house once everyone gets up and maybe has themselves a little bit of breakfast. We are here in the Barnett family because Kelvin does have a birthday today. Kelvin Barnett is going to be aging up into a teenager, so we are going to be seeing that take place. Why did you not resume this? Go ahead and resume this seed porridge here. So we will be seeing that taking place, him going ahead and aging up into a teenager. We'll be finding out if he is going to have a successful birthday and if he is going to be able to marry, and if so, how many children he is going to be able to have. So that's going to be really good. So I do, like that. We're just going to go ahead and get Theo to go ahead and call everyone to a meal. Now Kevin and Regina and Viviana will all get up and they'll have themselves a little bit of breakfast once they get out of bed. And Theo, I'm just going to have him go on out here and he can do some collecting of eggs and cleaning the coop, and we'll get him to scatter a little bit of feed for the chickens. Obviously, we do have our goats, and so they will need to go ahead and be taken care of as well. We don't need to water the garden because, as you can see, it is raining, and doesn't look like we need to do any weeding or anything like that either, so that's really good. We will see if we can go ahead and get him to plant that parsley that's out there, and if he can get that taken care of, that'll be great. There isn't any laundry to be taken care of right now for the simple fact that the laundry is on the line, it's wet, and it's raining, so we can't really take care of that right now. But we are just going to have to make sure we can take care of some of the things that need to be taken care of. When the goats wake up from their naps, we'll probably take care of trying to get them fed and milked and all of that fun stuff. So we are just going to get the kids up. We're going to let them go ahead and come on in here and grab themselves a serving of food. And then we'll check and see if there is a cake in the fridge. If there is, we obviously will be able to go ahead and celebrate this birthday. And if there's not, we'll have to get Theo to bake a cake. So let's take a look and see. It looks like we do have a cake here. So we will be able to celebrate Kelvin's birthday with this cake. And then he'll be able to go ahead and age up into a teenager. So that's great. All right, so we did get a blue egg. I'm just going to go ahead and sell that. And we have some toys I'm going to sell as well here. And we have a hatchable egg, so we'll go ahead and we will incubate that in the coop. I need you to come eat your breakfast, love. Okay, so for whatever reason, that can't be planted, so we'll just throw that back in his inventory. And then I'm going to have him do a little bit of weeding. So it does look like there is a little bit of weeding that needs to be done. So we'll have him come out and do some weeding here. And that will be great. So as you can see, all of the kids are just having themselves their breakfast here. And then once they're done with their breakfast, I'm going to go ahead and we will have Kelvin blow out his candles. And we will have him age up into a teenager, which is going to be really, really exciting. Theo is just, like I said, trying to get all of the chores done here around the house. It is just him in the house taking care of all of the kids. As we know, he is a widow, so he has a lot to do, a lot to keep his hands full here in the house. And it's a lot of work trying to take care of these 3 kids by himself. I was hoping that he was going to be able to have a wife to take care of these things with him, but unfortunately, they just kept dying at childbirth, so not ideal. Not ideal at all. But we are going to go ahead and we are going to celebrate this birthday with Kelvin here, and we are going to celebrate him aging up into a teen. So happy birthday, Kelvin. He's like, this house is just too full. I can't age up in there. There's just not enough room to really do anything. So he's going to come on outside to do his aging up. And we're going to see him age up into a teenager. And we will find out exactly what traits he's going to get. And also then we'll be able to give him his makeover. And we will do his roll to find out if he's going to survive. So Kelvin has aged up. He did get a romance level 2 in his teenagedom. Romantic travails, sweaty gym shorts, and hormonal upheavals await. Best buckle those boots. The ride starts here. He is cheerful. He is a natural singer, and he is an angler. We're going to randomize, and he is going to get fun loving. These Sims have to always be entertained, or they get bored often. I'm going to give him, let's do nature. Let's give him the angling ace. And we are going to go ahead and hop into cast with him and give him his makeover. Okay, so here is Kelvin Barnett as a teenager. This is what he looks like. And we are going to go ahead and give him a roll for his death roll here. And as we know, for a teenager, they can't roll a 1 or a 6. So we are going to go ahead and open up our dice, and we're going to give that a roll and see how he fares. So we're going to roll and see if he can age up to a teen. We're also going to roll a d20 to see if he's going to marry. So no 1 or a 6 for him to survive, and he needs a 3 to 20 to marry. All right, so he is going to survive. He did have a successful roll, and he is going to marry. And then we are going to roll the d12 to see how many children, and he gets 4 baby tries. All right, so we love that. Good job, Kelvin. He is going to survive. He is going to get another 36 days on the timeline, and we are going to put that on the timeline here that he is going to age up in 36 calendar days. And we'll put on here when he's going to marry and that he is going to have 4 baby tries. So I will go ahead and update all of that information, and we will jump back into the game. So now that we are back in the game here, we are just going to continue on. As we know, Kelvin will need to go ahead and find him someone that he is interested in. We have already found someone that Noritta has been interested in, but we will need to find someone for Kelvin. David and Noritta have found themselves some lady and gentleman to be involved with, but we will find someone for Kelvin as well. And we are going to be seeing him find someone to spend his life with. As we know, Kelvin is the heir of this family, which is fantastic. He will be carrying on the Barnett name. And so we absolutely love that for this family, that he will be carrying on the Barnett family name. I don't know why no one in this family can do anything as far as cleaning up. It is probably because there's no sink in this house, but you know, we love that. All right, so now that we have gone ahead and we have milked that goat, I'm gonna have him go ahead and milk the one out here. And can you go ahead and incubate that in the coop? That would be great. And we are just going to make sure everything, oh no, he just fell down in the mud. We hate that for him. Poor Theo. He's having a rough go of it today. So Kelvin is just going ahead and he is helping out his dad at getting some things here done. And we absolutely love that. Oh, Theo is really having a hard time. He just keeps falling down in the mud. All right, so while Theo has gone ahead and milked the goat there, I'm going to also send him out. He's going to go hunting. We're going to send him out to get a little bit of hunting skill. And obviously that is going to help us to get some things that we need for our home for some meat. So that is fantastic. The girls are just out here spending a little bit of quality time together, communicating with each other, making friends, and we love that for them. But I do think that they probably should come in and get some things done, maybe we can get them to come in and do a little bit of reading. So I'm gonna have her come in and do some reading here. Does she like affection? Yeah, you can like affection. Why don't you actually both come in and get some reading done? I think that will be good for you. We'll get both of the girls to come in and just do a little bit of reading. And it's a rainy day, so we'll have them come in and do a little bit of reading here. There's not much else really that either one of them can do. Theo's just getting himself a little bit of a bath because he's feeling a bit grungy. So we love that for them. But that being said, we are going to go ahead and we're going to head over and we're going to check in on Noritta O'Leary and see her progress with her love, because as we know, she did get herself engaged in the last episode. So we do want to check in with her. Oh, it looks like Theo has decided he wants to become mean. You know, he's had a lot of things that have happened to him in his life, and unfortunately it looks like he has not been able to deal with all of the grief in his life, and so now he's going to be mean because of it. I think that makes a whole lot of sense. I do see that, you know, that could be something potentially that could happen to him, so I am going to allow that change to take place. But we're going to head over and see Noritta now. Okay, so we have arrived here in the O'Leary home. Looks like she is feeling pretty embarrassed. She is feeling self-conscious and insecure. And she has a lingering feeling of shame. I'm not really sure why she's feeling that, but she is definitely feeling a little bit subconscious here. So that's, you know, not really all that great. We're going to have her go ahead and invite Timur over. Maybe he can make her feel a little bit better. And hopefully, you know, he can lift her spirits up a little bit. I am going to get Annabelle to come on out and we're going to have her collect some honey, and we will get Noritta to go ahead and just take care of some of her household chores here. Obviously, she needs to make sure she can collect the eggs and scatter some feed. But she's also going to go ahead and she is going to come over here and she is going to give her fiance a little bit of an embrace, and she will give him a little bit of a kiss and just say to him, you know, how happy she is to see him. She's like, I'm so glad you're here. I am really, you know, feeling forlorn today, feeling a little bit subconscious, self-conscious, and she's like, I just am really glad to see you.
Oh.
So they're going to go ahead and talk about their future plans for their life. She wants to see if he and her are on the same page. And she's going to express her fondness to him. And share some personal thoughts with him. And then I'm going to go ahead and send them off to go out on a walk together. So they're going to go out on a little bit of a walk together and see about having themselves a nice little date together on a little walk, which will be really cute. As you can see, Axel is playing a little bit of his music, little instrument there. And it looks like Annabelle is just getting a little bit of cleaning done, which is fantastic. No laundry is really getting done in here in the house, but, you know, I think that's okay considering, obviously, it's raining. So I think that's perfectly fine. We do have some eggs here in the house that the family can eat when they are ready and able and whatever, but I'm gonna send her on upstairs and just get her to cook a little bit of fish head stew. And then when Noritta gets back from her date with Timur there, I think that we will go ahead and see how their relationship progresses. I do think that Annabelle is pretty proud of her daughter and the fact that she has found someone, the fact that she has found someone that she can spend her life with. Even though it is Timur, it is Erlene's ex-husband, they are happy that these two have found each other, and so I do think that they are proud of them. Now, it is Rogation Day today, so we are going to go ahead and send everyone off to the ceremony. I'm going to go ahead and send Axel and Annabelle off to the ceremony together so that they can go ahead and celebrate. Obviously, Noritta is on a date, so she is missing out on going to the ceremony. She'll have to go a little bit later. Maybe she can, go when she gets back from her date. But she, her parents are going to go ahead and go on off. So when everyone gets back, we will see how they're doing. So it looks like they are back from their date. They are just sitting here, and we're going to have them maybe do a little bit of some romantic activities together. She is just going to hold his hands, and she's going to flirt with him a little bit. She has a major crush on him. She's going to go ahead and compliment his appearance. She's reached level 4 of her romance skill. We love that. What are they doing? Go into woohoo. Okay. I mean, these two are clearly into one another. I did not tell you to do that, but I guess they're going to go and autonomously woohoo. They literally can't keep their hands off each other. He's like, into the crypt, or into the casket we go. And she's like, okay, I don't mind if I do. Oh my goodness. I am definitely going to have to go ahead and get these two married off. Because this is the second time they have woohooed prior to them being married. I mean, they are engaged, but they are not married. So this is very, very scandalous that they are having woohoo before marriage. The fact that they are now having woohoo in public before marriage is very, very scandalous. And I think that if someone were to waltz upon them being, oh my gosh, Theo is like, what is that ruckus? He's like taking photos of them. No, he's not. Photos are not a thing in this time period, but you get my point, right? Like, it's just not, it's very taboo what they're doing right now. So we definitely are going to have to go ahead and get them to get themselves hitched. And obviously we are going to need to find out if she is expecting. So let's go ahead and see if that did anything where that's concerned. No, she's not expecting. But we are going to go ahead and just have her give him a bit of a kiss. And she is going to tell him, look, I think we should go ahead and elope. And he's like, right here? And she's like, I think that we really do need to go ahead and get married. Obviously, we can't keep our hands off each other, and so I think that we should go ahead and start our lives together. And he's like, I would not be against that. And she's like, okay, then I think that is something that we definitely should do. So I am going to go ahead and get these two to elope, and they're going to start their lives together. Oh, my goodness. He just grabbed her up and just gave her this, like, big old kiss. Where are you guys going? They're going to try for a baby now. Really? Okay. I told you to elope. Okay. Well, you're definitely going to elope now. This is ridiculous. Oh my gosh. These two are ridiculous. Okay, as soon as they're done with this, they are definitely getting an elope. Like, I'm definitely making them elope. They have gone and did a woohoo. He's like, I gotta go. No, sir. No, sirree. Get back over here. Hey. Hey. Give him a gift. Gold pieces. Give him 100 gold pieces. She's like, hey, I have something for you. Don't you leave. He got her pregnant and then he left. Like, are you serious? Get back over here. Come here. Invite over to Lot. Let's see if she's pregnant. Yes. He got her pregnant and then he was like, I gotta go. She's like, you need to come back over. We have got to get married. Oh my gosh. What in the world? He's like, yeah, I'll be right over. She's like, yeah, you are. Yeah, you will. Get back over here, sir. We have to marry. What does she want to do? Chat with her crush. Okay, get over here and let's get them married. Let us... Where'd he go now? Did he leave again? No. All right, let us elope with him. All right, so we are going to have them elope. She's like, we need to marry. Look, she's like, I'll kiss your chest because you're up above me on that stoop and I can't reach you. But I mean, this looks a little off, but it's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. They're so cute. We love it. He's like, I love you and I just want to spend my life with you. And she's like, yeah, I can't believe that we, are starting our lives together. I am so in love with you, Timur. And she's going to put a ring on him. Maybe he'll put a ring on her. I don't really know. No, she's just going to kiss his chest. Okay. But these two are married now. We absolutely love that. And they are going to go ahead and move in together. I'm going to go ahead and have Timur move in with them for now. And then we are going to go ahead and take away the funds from the family. And I do believe it's like, I don't remember. We'll say 2,500 and minus 2,500. And we are going to go ahead and hop into cast with them. We're going to update Timur's colors to green. And then we are going to go ahead and we are going to move them into their own place. So let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, so we have arrived here at this Atgun family's new home. And as you can see, Noritta has the baby bubble above her head. And so we are going to be seeing them in their new humble abode here. They are just going to be starting their lives together here in this new home. And as we know, she is already pregnant. We don't necessarily need them to go ahead and consummate their marriage here, considering they technically did twice before they even eloped. But I'm sure they will definitely get on the track to doing that right away. So we don't necessarily need to worry about that. But we are going to go ahead. We're going to send Timur out. We're going to let him go out and go hunting so that he can go ahead and get them on the right track for getting some meat and things. And we're going to send her off and let her go ahead and go out to the holiday ceremony. They can both actually go out to the holiday ceremony. He's going to go hunting first, though. And then when he gets back, he can go out to the holiday ceremony. That way they can both meet that goal for the day. And we love that for them. Obviously, she's going to need to get some cooking skill under her belt because, that's something that's definitely going to need to happen. But I will see you when they both return to the house. Okay, now that Noritta is home from her holiday ceremony, I am going to have her go ahead and scatter some feed for the chickens. And we are going to let her take care of them. So we're going to have her just go ahead and come on over here and scatter some feed. And then we will... Where are you going? Go over there and scatter the feed for the chickens. So we're going to have her go and do that. We, as you can see, do have some large plants here that they have growing. We are going to need to send her out and let her do some foraging so that we can get ourselves ready. Tomorrow is harvest for the spring season, so we will need to start getting ourselves foraging for our next season and getting things ready for that. So we definitely will need to go ahead and do that. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and let her go and scatter the feed for the chickens. And then she can go ahead and she can... What is she doing? I think she's broken. Let me reset her here. All right, let's send her on home. And then she can scatter the feed for the chickens. Once she's done scattering the feed, I'm going to send her out. I'm going to let her go foraging. And she can get some things for the house. He is out getting his tradition complete for the ceremony, which is lovely. So I'm going to go ahead and send him on home here. And then he can go ahead and unload what he got. So it looks like he got a chicken, a pigeon, and a squirrel. So we'll go ahead and cut up this meat. And we'll put everything in the fridge that he got. So he got a chicken, a pigeon, and he got some squirrel meat, which is fantastic. He also got a bass in his inventory. It's fantastic. So we love that. And as we know, he does have some frogs because he was breeding frogs. So, we have some frogs here that he's been breeding from when he was living with Arlene. So we love that for him. And he is doing a little bit of gardening here. So he is getting that all taken care of. So we love that. He is on it as far as the gardening goes. So when it is time for them to go ahead and take care of the garden, he is going to be on top of that because as we know, Timur does love gardening. And so I do think that he'll be really good at taking care of their little garden here, but they do have some large plants here planted, oversized plants, whatever you call it, planted so that they can go ahead and hopefully bring in some crop for that. And then when she gets some foraging done, we'll be able to plant some things. I don't know that I'll plant anything for the spring season since it is due to be harvested tomorrow. But if she gets anything that we can plant for our season for summer, then we'll go ahead and maybe plant some things for our summer season and be able to get that taken care of as far as that goes. So we'll see how that pans out. And then maybe we can get her to go ahead and come on in and get some food cooking up so that we can go ahead and get some food cooking for the family here, and they'll be able to eat something. So that'll be good. So she is about 3/4 of the way done with her foraging. Maybe he can actually cook something. I don't actually think I got them a cookbook, so I don't know. Let's go ahead and light this. Was this fish no good? Oh, it was foul. Okay. Let's go ahead and sell that then. All right, so he has lit that. Let's get them a cookbook. That way we can cook us some food. Beautiful. Maybe he can cook a little bit of gruel for the family. We'll just do a family size. He can go ahead and cook that up. I realize that she's usually the one that would do the cooking, but since she's away, we'll go ahead and get him cooking that up, and then he can take care of that while she's out doing a little bit of foraging there. So that'll be great. All right, so since he has gone ahead and got that cooked up, we'll go ahead and get him to grab a serving of that. And then when she comes home, we'll get her to grab herself a serving and get herself off to the washroom there. All right, so she did go ahead and get some things while she was out foraging. So we will get them planted. We got some eggs. We have some bluebells, which we can plant. We have sage, which we can plant. We have parsley, which we can't plant, but we can plant the sage and the bluebells. So we'll go ahead and plant the sage and the bluebells. So we'll plant 2 bluebells and we'll plant 2 sage. All right, so did she eat anything? I don't think she did. So I'm gonna have her grab a serving of food here, and then she can go ahead and eat something. And it looks like Timur is doing pretty good, so I'm gonna go ahead and just put him on off to bed. It is getting pretty late here, so we are gonna let him head off to bed here. And oh, we've got us some sneaky foxes. Go ahead and put her to bed as well. What is the problem? Why can she not sleep in this bed? Is it because of this baby bed? All right, so we are going to let them get some sleep, and I'll see you in the morning. Okay, so we have arrived here in the McFergus home. As you can see, it is the next morning, and we have arrived in the main household because it is Sylvia McFergus, the little baby's birthday. It is also Isolde's birthday, our little infant. She's going to be aging up into a toddler today. So we are going to be getting them aged up, as well as it is harvest today, so we will be doing our harvest here in the main household. So we are just going to go ahead and get everyone up out of bed and let them go ahead and start taking care of some of the things here in the house. I'm going to go ahead and let Mom get the babies fed here, and that way we can make sure everyone's taken care of. So Mom's going to go ahead and come on in here. She's going to take care of feeding Isolde as well as Sylvia and make sure everyone is taken care of. I'm going to get Lulik to come on down. He's going to get himself a little bit of a serving of food here. And then I'm going to have him go on out and start taking care of the chickens and make sure everything's cleaned up and they're fed. And then we'll get him to go on out and check the honey hives, and he'll get the honey collected because he does need to collect the honey. So we'll have him do that, and then we'll start collecting our harvest and making sure everything is good with that. I'm also going to need to get Arlene to get herself a serving of food. She is feeling pretty hungry, so we will get her to come on down and get herself a serving of food. Oh, you're hungry too, aren't you? We'll go ahead and get Rowana to come down and get a bite to eat as well as Hamlin. So everyone's going to come down and get themselves a bite to eat. And can you please feed this baby? Like, what are you doing? There you go. Feed the baby. So everyone's going to go down, grab themselves a little bit of breakfast, and then we are going to go ahead and get started with our chores. Dad is just getting some honey. He's also getting stung by these bees. We love that for him. And I mean, it is what it is, honestly. We know how that goes. But he's going to collect some honey. He's going to apply some mite treatments. And obviously he has gone ahead and he has met his milestone of collecting honey for his gathering of honey for the day, which is fantastic. Mom is obviously harvest all. Gonna come out and start doing some harvesting, and she will meet that milestone, so that'll be great. And you can come out and harvest some things as well. So we will get some harvesting done for everybody. She's like, I'm gonna harvest everything, and then you're not gonna have anything left to harvest. Oh. All right, so our harvest is complete. Our honey is complete. Let's see if I can get her to gather some honey here. And then she will be able to meet some gathering honey as well. Did she get any honey? She did. So I'm going to mark that off. All right, great. Did she get that? These are just not growing like I would have hoped they would, but that's fine. So we have gone and done our harvest. We're going to go ahead and put everything in the fridge. So we got some mushrooms and carrots, and we got some honey and some garlic. We got eggs. She got our sage, and she got some carrots. We got some grove fruit. We got more garlic and mushrooms, and perfect. We're also going to have her go ahead and come on out here and filter some of this honey. Did he get honey? No. All right, but she did get some honey, so we'll get her to filter this honey. And then obviously we're going to have to pull everything up out of the garden so that we can go ahead and we can get ready for our summer season. Now for our summer season, we are able to plant basil, blackberries, blueberries, basil, blackberry, bluebells, blueberries, cherries, chrysanthemums, lilies, and green beans. So we will get some things planted. Currently right now she has bluebells, basil, cherries, blackberries. So we do have some things that we can plant here. So that's great. So we will get those things planted up here, which will be really, really good. Technically, they are supposed to be trying for another little one, but I don't know if we will have them try for another one right now or if we'll wait, just because I just don't know. I don't know if I want to have them try for another little baby or not. I'm going to have Lulik come on out and he can milk the goat. And then I'm going to send Mom upstairs, and she is going to go ahead and we are going to change the baby's dirty diaper, and then we are going to age up Sylvia and celebrate Sylvia's aging up. And then we're going to also go ahead and pull out the cake, and we're going to celebrate the aging up of Isolde after that. And then we will hop into Cass, and we will do the roll for Isolde. As we know, Sylvia does not have to have a death roll because she is aging up into an infant. And there is not a death roll for that, which is super exciting for us. So Sylvia has aged up infants, a world of discovery, communication, and play is waiting to be attained. We are going to randomize. She's going to be cautious. These Sims appreciate the familiar, but are slow to warm up to new experiences, locations, and Sims. All right, and we are going to go ahead. Looks like we have us another red-headed baby. And we are going to go down and we're going to go ahead and open up our fridge. And I do believe we still have that cake in here. So we'll open that up and pull out the cake wherever it is located. If I can find it. Where is that cake? We don't have a cake anymore? No? Okay. Mom's going to have to bake a cake. So we'll have her come down here and bake a cake. Let's get her to bake a sponge cake. And then she can celebrate with Isolde. Let's go ahead and get Dad to just come up, and we'll get him to feed this little one here while Mom is cooking, because honestly, like, we don't have time for a breastfeed right this second. Hamlin is just full and full and full of stories. I can't believe we have one little boy and all these little girls. Like, honestly, I hate that we lost Dunwine. Alright, so we have our little sponge cake here. We are just going to go ahead and put it over here and add some birthday candles. And then once we add those birthday candles, we're going to go ahead and help blow out the candles for Isolde. So we'll get her to come on down with her and help her blow out those candles. There we go. Oh, Sylvia is a feeding tinkler. We love that. All right, so happy birthday, little Isolde. So cute. All right, so she is going to age up. Isolde is aging up. She is going to have communication level 2. Toddlers' days spent playing with toys, exploring the world, and learning to communicate with words instead of tears await. This is the perfect time to start skill building for the future. We are going to go ahead and randomize. She is going to be wild, spirited, and full of energy. These toddlers love to explore and get energized. They learn movement skill faster, and they get sad if they haven't been outside for a while. And she's going to be silly, goofy, and curious. These toddlers love to tell jokes and get playful, and they earn imagination skill faster. Okay, that's great. And let's go ahead and jump on into cast with these two, and we are going to give both Sylvia and Isolde their makeovers. Okay, so here is little Sylvia McFergus. She's super cute. And we are going to go ahead and take a look at her sister, Isolde. And here is little Isolde McFergus and what she looks like. And we are going to need to roll the dice for her to see if she is going to be able to survive her toddler years. So for that, she can't roll a 4, 8, 12, or 16. We are going to go ahead and pull up the dice for her and give that a roll. So for a D20 for her, let's go ahead and roll the dice. She rolls an 18, which is a good roll. She is going to get another 12 days on the calendar. So we will go ahead and we will put that on the timeline. And let's go ahead and jump back into the game. Okay, so we are back in the game. We are just going to have Lulick go ahead and put this little one down. Sylvia is feeling pretty tired, so he's going to go ahead and put her down for a nap, and then I'm going to have him go ahead and work on doing a little bit more painting. As we know, he does need to get up to a level 5 of his painting skill, and I am going to have Erlene go ahead and just tend to the children here. I'm going to have her go ahead and add some more birthday candles to this cake, and then we can put it back in the fridge for the next birthday that we have on the schedule here, which I'm not sure who that's going to be, but I think it might be Rowana. So we absolutely love that she will be aging up next. Rowana is scheduled to age up in 14-16 here, so that's perfect. And I think that we probably will wait until Rowana ages up for us to try again for another little one in this family. Now, as we know, summer is coming soon. And when summer hits, we will obviously take out our garden and we'll get ourselves ready for our summer season. And obviously the garden will change here a little bit. I was hoping that these plants were going to grow a little bit bigger, but it doesn't seem to be the case. So I don't know what the deal is with that, but it just doesn't seem like they are going to grow any more than what they have grown. So I'm going to have her come on out and we're just going to harvest all of these because they're just not getting any bigger. So yeah, sucks. Really does. But I'm going to have her go ahead and come out. She's going to harvest these watermelons that we have. We have, what, 4 watermelons? Yeah, so we're just going to go ahead and get her to go ahead and harvest them all up. Seems like they're not wanting to grow any bigger than what we were kind of hoping they would. And maybe I can make her plant some more different overgrown sized plants. Maybe we can spread them out a little bit and maybe they'll grow a little bit better. I don't really know what the deal is. I have never been able to get them to grow big. So if you guys have any ideas on how to make them grow bigger, please let me know in the comments below, because they never want to grow large for me. And I have tried talking to them. I have tried fertilizing them. Nothing seems to work. So I don't know what the secret is. I really just don't know what the secret is. But yeah, not ideal. So we're going to have her go ahead and clean out this spoiled food. And we are going to have her come in here and clean up this potty chair, and then maybe she can also do a little bit of potty training with Hamlin here. And then, yeah, I think things are actually looking pretty good as far as the family goes. Things are going really, really well. We were able to go ahead and get Noritta married. And so things are going really, really well with that. In 1416, we will be getting David married. So in the next episode, we will be seeing David meet up with his love and try to push that relationship forward a little bit more. Hopefully they can get themselves engaged and hitched, because he does need to get married next year. So that is something that we will be seeing. So on top of Rowana aging up, we will be seeing David progress his relationship with the love that he has found. And that way he can go ahead and get himself hitched. And hopefully they will be able to make some heads or tails of that relationship. We will be seeing, obviously, Arlene here, most likely trying to get married. We have a couple of expectant moms in our community, so we'll be seeing some babies coming into the community, which is going to be really, really nice. So things are really progressing quite nicely here in our community, and things are growing. The fact that we did not have any losses as far as people really having to go into the war. I know that Timur's dad did have to go to the war, but as far as our direct families and or side households, we didn't lose anyone to the war. And so that really does help us in that. And so I'm really excited about that. And we don't have to see that all really taking place, really. So that is all good news for this community. Arlene and Hamlin are going to be strict. Yeah, that's fine. She's like, let's go in there and potty train. But guys, I am going to go ahead. I'm going to leave this episode here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you are notified when new episodes go live on the future. And I will see you guys in our next episode of 1416, where we are going to be continuing on with our community and seeing it grow further. I am super, super excited. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will see you in the next one. And until next time, I'm going to go ahead and fly for now. Bye, Ravens.